Hello everyone and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everyone.
We are back with part 6 of our Rayman Let's Play.
That we are.
And, so, as you know, we cheated.
We ran out of continues and we were in a continuous spot, so we found the means to get 99 lives.
Yeah, because we figured since we don't... When we were looking up how to get continues, instead we got the suggestion to cheat. Because apparently the game is that much of a struggle for people, so we're like, alright, let's just do it. Because it's going to be really hard to make progress if we're dealing with the no continue loop. And you guys will probably get bored of the game over streams.
Yep. I mean, yes, you watched 100 plus parts of... 125 parts of... Or was it 115 parts of Echo?
I think 15. I mean, those of you who did watch, I'm sure if I look back, there are probably some that have like 0 views, but... Yeah, it was kind of a rough go.
It was. Not gonna lie.
But, hey, we beat the game. I don't know of any Let's Play channels that have done that for Defender of the Future. If they have, link me to them, please. I know there are plenty of long plays, but those are kind of a different beast because they don't commentate. And they usually edit it so that it's kind of a, not kind of, so it's basically a perfect run or a near perfect run. Mm-hmm. Because it's really, those are just meant either for you to figure out how you're supposed to play it, or maybe you just want to see the entire game and you don't have a friend who owns the game. That kind of thing.
Yep.
And you don't necessarily want commentary, so that's why I specified and said no Let's Play channels, because if I said, oh, there's nobody who's played Echo Defender of the Future the whole way through and put it on YouTube, that would be wrong. You know, other than that would be wrong. But as far as I know, at least in the English language, there's nobody that did Let's Play of Defender of the Future other than us and played the whole way through.
Yeah.
If they have, it's probably been so long ago that it is very hard to find.
All those years ago.
Yes. But, you know, I haven't obsessively looked for Echo the Dolphin videos in other languages, because that would kind of require me to see what the title of that game is in all the different languages. I could probably pretty easily look up, I just haven't done so yet. I did find some random Japanese channel where the guy played Echo the Dolphin on the Sega CD. But he didn't really talk, he just played it. I also, when I was looking for that, I found, he didn't finish the game though. I found a Japanese guy who played Crash Insane Trilogy. But he only did, like, I think 3 or 4 videos of it. He didn't play very long. Because apparently this guy, he hadn't played the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games before, so he was excited about the Insane Trilogy because he would get to experience the first 3 games.
Uh-huh.
And he was starting to play through the first game, and he was like, oh, this is, interesting. This wasn't quite what I expected. So it makes me curious what his first Crash game was, but the fact that he seemed surprised by the first game made me curious.
Me too, honestly.
Maybe his first game was something like Wrath of Cortex or Twin Sanity or something.
Could be.
Because those games feel a little bit different than the first three, that's for sure. But yeah, certainly, I'm thinking once I get better at the languages I'm studying, I am going to try to explore more of the foreign language YouTube.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. You kind of have to seek it out, though, when you're in the United States, because YouTube is going to mostly recommend to you stuff that is based in the US or, you know, whatever region you're in. Because I noticed that when I was in Japan, YouTube recommended Japanese videos, so it definitely pays attention to where you are in terms of recommendation. I mean, sometimes it's your interests too, so I suppose if I very diligently look up only Japanese language videos for like a month, I would probably just get Japanese recommendations, but it takes more time, I feel like, to do that, because they tend to... So basically you have to seek out the foreign language videos a lot of the time. But I don't know, let me know in the comments, guys. Do you ever get like a random video that's not in your native language recommended to you and you're like, what?
Huh.
You're like, huh? Well, I don't, because you don't normally watch something like in French. I'm just curious. Or is it you've occasionally watched things in French, so it's like, here's this French YouTuber, or, you know, something like that.
Ah, I see,
I don't know, I was just asking, let me know in the comments.
Yeah, please do tell us.
Cause yeah, like I have looked up like the French dub of cartoons that, you know, are known to be Canadian French. So occasionally they will recommend similar cartoons in French.
I saw this.
But you know, that was after like 4 or 5 times of me doing that.
I see.
Yeah.
I see now.
Because I definitely need to become more fluent in French before I can watch those cartoons without any kind of translation. Ironically, though, the Donkey Kong Country cartoon in French was a little bit easier to follow than Totally Spies, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Because even though they still talk fast, they're actually a little bit more manageable speed that I feel like if I just got my French level maybe up to intermediate instead of being a beginner, I might be able to pretty much follow the Donkey Kong Country cartoons and understand a fair amount, I think, but...
Huh.
But I feel like in the case of Totally Spies, they talk way too quickly. There's probably a lot of slang.
Most likely.
Yeah, so it was just really hard to follow. SpongeBob, I think, was the other one that was insanely fast when I looked up a clip of SpongeBob in French.
Huh.
But then again, I think the other difference with the SpongeBob clip is it was from France. It was not Canadian French dub. Whereas, I don't know about... I assume that the Totally Spies and the Donkey Kong Country clips were Canadian French as well. But I don't know for sure, because it didn't actually say. Yeah. And I also have no idea if that contributed. I don't know how much of Canadian French that people from France understand and vice versa. I don't know enough about that to know. Let me know in the comments if you know. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's a Spain Spanish versus Mexican Spanish deal, or if it's better or worse. You know, I actually don't really even know much about the difference between Spain Spanish and Mexican Spanish. So, because I didn't study either, but they're different enough. In that case, with Spanish, I know they're different enough that websites tend to offer both options, where it seems like it is very rare to find a language learning app or website that offers Canadian French. Like, it's always French.
Yes.
So I didn't know if that meant that Canadian French is similar enough that it's not necessary, or why. Because I think like 15 or 20 years ago, I actually had a program that had Canadian French as an option. Cool. Yeah. But it was like on this third disc that was like extra languages. It wasn't part of the original program. They like added it on later. Yeah, so I was always kind of curious what the difference was.
Right. The best I know is that one guy who, from your language class, who...
Yeah, I asked him, and he called Canadian French hillbilly French.
Yeah, he did.
But he's Canadian, so I think it might have been a self-deprecating joke.
Most likely.
Just to let you guys know, I didn't, to specify, because I didn't want you to think, oh, he's a French person who's looking down on the Canadians. No, it wasn't that. But that's really, it's a really oddly specific go-to with a lot of languages, though, as, with my, my Poppy's grandmother, who, you know, was German, when she had asked her, what's the difference between High German and Low German, she referred to Low German as hillbilly German. So, I'm like, why is that the go-to all the time?
No idea.
And it almost seems a little derogatory.
Yeah, especially for that part of Germany. I mean, I think of Quebecois, and their French is as a unique variation of the French language.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's one thing if somebody who speaks that language says it about themselves. I mean, it's completely different when, you know, it's the person who's like, I speak the proper form of the language. It's like, what? Who cares? I mean, I don't know. Is that kind of how the British treat our English?
I hope not. But
I hope not either, but...
It sadly would not surprise me.
Yeah.
The King's English versus the not King's English.
the whatever we call our English.
Toilet seats English? Nah, I'm just kidding. The President's English? No, I hope not.
We really don't like having a bunch of extra letters English. Which I only say that because we seem to simplify some words or change the spelling of some words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. from color to color.
Yeah. And some of it's culture, different culture developments too, I feel like. And I realized we already burned 7 lives.
Yeah, we did. We burned 7 lives.
You could see why this was necessary.
Yep. Make that 8 lives.
8 lives, yep.
Well, we have yet to burn 100 in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
No! Might as well go while he's gone!
Well, what the heck, man?
That's the most aggressive bug I've seen in this game.
It's not working.
No.
9 lives.
The pest killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Burned through 9 lives.
Good thing we're not a cat.
Yeah. Yes. Kitties are... Yeah. Ah! 10 lives. Because I still think of that movie sometimes, the 3 Lives of Thomasina.
Oh.
AKA that Disney movie everybody forgets about.
I don't know if I've ever even seen that.
Oh. Well, that's okay. I don't know how I feel about that movie either, honestly, at my old age. Of not that old.
I was gonna say, you're not old.
Exactly.
I very strongly fight against people that are 30 and older that call themselves old.
Yeah,
and people who call people over 30 old. Shut up.
Yeah.
Children.
Yes. You don't know what old is. Old is... white hair and... even that could be argued as young, because old is skeletons.
I feel like once you've gotten to the point where your body is not really functioning
Yeah.
because of your age, you know, a normal, your body's not functioning because of age. Not the case of being ill or suddenly having a disability or something, not that.
Right.
But the natural, when you naturally have progressed to the point where your body barely functions, I consider that old.
Same.
Yeah.
Bart! Well, at least I had a checkpoint.
Yeah.
There's like a force field with this bug thing. You didn't like that.
No.
Fudge is up there. Oh, it's one of those. those things.
Uh-huh.
One of those things.
One of those things, yes. I'm well aware of the those things.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, we also, thanks to one of the booths there, discovered a new, at the convention we went to, we discovered a new used bookstore that also takes, that also has video games and CDs and stuff.
Yeah.
And we're thinking we might take some used stuff because they take stuff, they buy stuff. Oh, goodness.
13 lives.
What a mess.
Yeah.
One level, 13 lives. And we weren't
We
weren't even up to where we had left off, so thanks for your patience with us.
Yeah.
I think this is where we left off, right?
I think so, yeah. But yes.
I know I said we'd get back to here. I forgot. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. I forgot too, and I'm being pelted with thunderbolts.
And
Killed.
You were basically stuck, so. Sorry for the noise, just moving some stuff around. Maybe we could make a few bucks, bringing some stuff
I would
to
like
them.
to, yeah. I would like to, actually, do that, and that might be a solution.
Yeah, because lately eBay's been really difficult to sell stuff on.
Yeah.
Unless you have, like, collectors
Watching.
Yeah, and you have to have really sought out for collectors items. Because sometimes even the stuff where you're like, oh, well, this is a collector's thing, everybody will be interested in it. And then there's, like, no interest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, gee, the Dogman series is really popular now. And we have the books by the same author, so they'll definitely sell. But I think they're literally like, no, we want only Dogman.
Wow, has Captain Underpants burnt his popularity out?
I don't know, but they like had, like, nobody even looked at it. So I'm like, what's going on here? Because the fact that it had 0 views for like nearly a month makes me think nobody really wants it. Like, they're not even looking up Captain Underpants
How
at that
sad.
point. Yeah. It is sad. Especially because he had a movie not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the kids, like, didn't even know what Captain Underpants was.
That's shocking and sad, because I thought that was, like, mainstream big.
Well, the one kid I told, he looked at the back of the book and he's like, oh, you're right, it says by the author of Captain Underpants.
Yeah.
But he didn't know what Captain Underpants was.
Oh, yes.
So I'm like, oh, alright then. Sometimes I feel like with the kids, you kind of have to put it in front of them, or they're like...
Yeah, you do have to put it in front of them.
They're like, what's that? I don't know. Sounds like a pain. The fact that the Minecraft movie sold as well as it did makes me worry about humor in this day and age.
Nothing but fart jokes and poo jokes and...
Oh, no, I don't even know that it's that. It just kind of seems like stupid humor.
Oh, stupid humor, eh?
Yeah.
I'm curious, what's the stupid humor?
I don't know, but I can tell you I feel like Jack Black is officially a meme actor. Because he apparently did a viral song in the Minecraft movie as well.
Oh dear.
And I'm like, can you stop making meme songs.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
I don't even know what it is. Let me know in the comments if you remember the specific name. It's something to do with chicken. I don't even know.
Chicken?
Yeah,
Chicken?
let me look it up.
Chicken.
I think Jack Black has sold his soul to memedom.
Jack Black.
Minecraft. It's made me not like him as much.
That's
Steve's Lava Chicken. That's what it's called.
Lava chicken.
And let me know in the comments, because I have no idea what that even means. Because I'm like afraid to watch the video because I'm worried it's... I'm hoping it's nothing like that Italian brain. I'll just tell you that. Because I'm not... Which actually, the Italian brain rot is not even that bad, though. It's kind of like a nothing as far as I'm concerned. Because I found it on Spotify. I was trying to look up, actual...
Real brain rot?
No, I was trying to look up, like, good Italian music. And then they actually had something titled Brain Rot. And I'm like, oh no. And I looked. And sure enough, it was that song that the kid was talking about.
Oh,
and I listened to, like, maybe 30 seconds of it. And it was like, yeah, I don't know. It was boring. I'm guessing there was a video that went along with it that
most likely
made it meme-worthy or brain-worthy. Because the song itself, I'm like, if you don't speak Italian, it's not going to make any sense to you.
Right.
You're just going to be like, oh, that's an unusual voice, which it kind of seems racist in itself. So, I don't know. But the kid didn't care. He didn't even care to remember that it was Italian. He said Indian, and his friend next to him said Italian. And then he corrected himself that it was Italian.
Yeah.
Oh, did you finish that part?
13 things to get. Go.
Oh, bonus round.
Forge. Can only get one of these doggone things. If I can navigate the frigin...
If we can actually jump.
Yeah.
And not walk off the platform.
Because these things slip and slide.
Yeah, slippery controls. Yeah.
Time up.
No.
Huh? What? Again?
Again? No, we didn't want to go again.
No. Yeah, I wasn't planning on...
You didn't think this... I don't think it's mandatory. I think it's a bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll just have to walk away from him.
Right here? Yeah, okay. Alright. Alright, so... down here...
So, what I need to know is this going to get progressively harder, or is this one of those weird games where the second level is the hardest level and it'll be easier from now on?
That's what I'd like to know, too.
Yeah. Or second world, rather.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I found the end of the level.
Yeah, and just in time because we're at 30
I think
minutes.
so. I hope there is not any more. Please, not there be more.
Please, no more. There's more.
Fart.
Okay, well, never mind. We'll go for a little bit longer, I guess.
Okay.
Don't worry, not burning through all our lives.
No,
We're
that's
hoping
crazy
we'll-
talk.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say we're hoping we'll make it till the end of this.
Yeah.
If it gets to be too many times, we'll stop.
Yeah. We have to. Well, we didn't burn through 100 lives in 30 minutes, thank heavens.
No,
But we burned through...
quite a few of them.
Yeah.
18. No, not 18. Not yet.
Okay, come on. This is a really long level. Why am I small? And slow. Okay, so we...
Are there like levels
checkpoint.
where you need to be small, or I wonder what...
Probably are.
Yeah, I wonder what you're supposed to do as small. Or if you're just
Because
supposed
this level
to...
is obnoxiously long.
Yeah, I remember when you were looking up how to beat the level, and I'm like,
41 minutes.
are you done yet? And you're like, I'm trying, I have it on double speed. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes, this is an obnoxiously long level. I hate to be honest.
Yeah.
It makes the Mario games feel like kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Sonic, Mario, no problem. This game. What a challenge! 20 lives.
Alright, we will... I don't know, maybe we'll do 2 more attempts.
That's probably the smart thing to do.
And then we'll try to get back here before the next one. Alright, 1 more.
Yeah.
Last attempt, because we don't want to keep you here forever.
Yeah, that'd be unfair to you guys.
Yeah, and
to us,
unfair to
really.
our schedule too, because we want to do more videos.
Yeah.
Yep.
We have... Okay, I'm going to call it a night.
Alright, guys, we will try again next time. We'll pick up from where we left off, kind of, probably. Alright, bye, guys.
Take care.